A lot of the Japanese projects, for example, Line, which launched the LN token, tend to perform very well regardless of the awareness in the West. And it's really interesting how the Japanese market has its own behavior, almost like a different planet sometimes, right?
Yeah, I know.
And you guys did over 100x regardless of the poor market conditions. Do you see different dynamics on that part of the world? Dear crypto gaming blockchain buddies across the globe, welcome back to Cryptonites, the no BS blockchain channel built with the community and for the community. And today we have another mind-blowing guest, Maxi, the CEO of Gensokishi, one of the hottest Gamify projects of 2022 here in beautiful London in a sunny day. So we're in for a ride. Maxi, thank you so much for coming on the show, bro.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, good.
Awesome. Congratulations on the great success of Gensokishi, which is really one of the hottest topics, the most discussed, and the community is growing ultra fast. But before jumping into that, I'd love to hear about you, my friend, your background, going all the way back to your childhood geeky days.
Okay, so I'm Maxi. Actually, I'm born in Taiwan. I also live in Taiwan too. So at the age of 8, I had my very first family computer by Nintendo. So that starts my Game Boy life. Game like Super Mario, so many masterpieces. I am so into the game industry, and my favorite game, of course, is like RPG, role-playing games like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest.
What made you so in love with Final Fantasy? It was massive, right? In Taiwan, in Japan. What made it so special to you?
Well, that the story and the battle system, of course, and also the graphics. It's a perfect world to get in and just become the character and adventure. It's just like a metaverse, which is a trendy word now, but to me, it was a metaverse 30 years ago. Even I started my study of Japanese because it was Japanese role-playing game. So I learned Japanese from the game, I bought the dictionary myself and I tried to figure out what they are talking about and which dungeon I should go. So I learned Japanese from the game.
I still remember receiving a Famicom, a Nintendo, as my first Christmas gift, my most important Christmas gift around age 6, 7.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like, wow, it's a revolution, right?
Yeah.
And after the Famicom, were there any other like consoles or specific events where you felt like this is even better than I thought it was?
Of course, Super Famicom computer, Sega Mega Drive, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Nintendo Cube, 64, almost everything. Of course, PS2, 3, 4, 5 to now. So I was really a Game Boy, so into it so much.
Who do you think was the winner back in the days? Sega and Nintendo? They were really tight, right? One had Mario, one had Sonic, one had Mortal Kombat, one had Street Fighter.
Still, I think that Nintendo is still the final winner because Sega, they don't make consumer machines anymore. They are more into arcade business. And Sony is doing great too because PlayStation. But for the IP and the real game maker, still Nintendo has got it. You know that Super Mario, Pokemon, and the recent Ring Fit Adventure, the Switch. Yeah, they still got it. Nintendo is really doing very, very good. And also this year, the Japan market that they noticed that the trend would be into blockchain games, GameFi, play to earn. So there's a big revolution coming. So yeah, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. So the project Gensokishi that we started last December, we are working hard on it now.
Is this Gamify concept, is that one of the biggest turning points in gaming?
Yeah, I think so. That's why last year, Mark Zuckerberg said that he is going to change Facebook to Meta. This is a signal that, everybody should study and get into the Web3 and the Metaverse market now because, Facebook started it. And also other people just like Elon Musk. So this guy that thought, Web3, Dogecoin and other crypto. So it is a revolution. So next generation of the internet. 4 years ago, we had some ICO, but these were only the beginning of beginning. In that time, we didn't have NFT, we don't have DeFi, and they of course GameFi play to earn. But now the time has come. So yeah, started from this year, I think.
It's funny because you're mentioning Metaverse and Gamify almost together. Are they similar in terms of definition? Are they separate? How would you define the Metaverse world, right? Many people have different definitions. Yeah.
Of course, to some people that misunderstanding about Metaverse about AR, VR,
Yeah.
that what is market was talking about. Yes, that is a part of Metaverse, but it's not all full part of Metaverse. So what is the real Metaverse is you have a unique identity. And for us to say it, you have the wallet, Web3, that's a key to the Metaverse world. So you enter the world using your own ID, but you can react with anything on the internet, blockchain internet, to make sure that you can use all the service just like fintech, gaming, or other service that could be on the blockchain or also via the internet. So that is a very big concept over all whole internet. So that is the real Metaverse, not only the VR, AR things. In this point, we cannot get it wrong. So including what we are doing in Gamefi and other Metaverse projects like the Sandbox or other Gamefi. They are part of the Metaverse. The real big one is, we can even call it as Multiverse, something like that. That would be a whole real image of the future, maybe coming 3 or 5 years. That's what I think about what Metaverse is about.
I like it. Multiverse instead of Metaverse.
Multiverse.
It makes a lot of sense because there's so many verticals, right? That obviously connect all with each other, but I like it. Multiverse.
Multiverse. That's what blockchain is really doing. So there are so many chains, but they can, we can bridge it. We can swap them. So that's what we are building now. There are Solana, Polygon, Ethereum, and so many others coming in the future. But yes, they're just like many cities. Just like today we are in London. Maybe next day I'll be in America or in Asia, Tokyo. Yeah, something like that.
Question of the week, what is your favorite Gamify project? Tell us one in the comment section below and you'll be eligible for an NFT. Woo!
Right now, Maxi is playing the game. It's already playable on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. We're going to base this. It's an already existing metaverse, and we're going to turn this into a GameFi. I know you've heard a lot about these games becoming GameFis, but we're different because we already have an existing game which won the Golden Game Award in Taiwan in 2012. It was the most downloaded game in Japan as well. So we have a gigantic fan base in Japan, and we're turning all of this onto the Polygon blockchain.
So a lot of people, obviously, as every new hype that comes into the scene, some crypto people are trying to make games, maybe not necessarily experienced in the game sector. And then there's some gamers who are trying to come into crypto, but maybe lack a little bit of knowledge on the blockchain integration, the Web3 side. What to you is the perfect team? Obviously, Gensokishi has proven to be one of the elite teams in Gamify, but how do you make the perfect team for a perfect Gamify project?
And of course, from last year, December, we started the Gensokishi project. Of course, we clearly know that two target audience, just like you said, crypto users and non-crypto users, which are traditional gamers. So, of course, because we are a GameFi and we run on the Polygon chain, so crypto users know about us. But the traditional users, most of them don't know even what MetaMask, what a wallet is. So in the game design, we just lower the hurdle, so you can just jump into the Genso Metaverse, the game, using your social media ID, just like Facebook, Twitter, or Google account. You can just play it first. That's the concept of a free to play and play to earn. That will be the second stage. So those who don't understand crypto, they can just start playing. And when they get enough coins or NFT, they want to figure out how to put it on OpenSea to make some profit, or swap their coin to exchange to USDT and find eventually in their currency. So for non-crypto users, we try everything the best. And for crypto users, we want to show that we have we do really have the game, not only the so-called game that with some button and some 8-bit graphic. That's only a DeFi, not a game, which is why we are doing good as we have the game about 14 years old. Originally, it was called Elemental Nights Online.
Yeah, it's amazing because you guys have built on, what is it? PlayStation, Nintendo DS, Nintendo Switch,
Yeah.
other consoles as well, right?
Yeah, we started Elemental Nights started from 2008, which the year the iPhone was born. So there were only feature phone, of course, on iPhone, and we have now on Android and iOS, and you can still download the non-GameFi version on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. But for the GameFi, we changed the name to Gensokishi. By the way, Genso means elemental, and
Elemental.
Kishi in Japanese means nights. We want to make a different brand for a new generation, which needs a GameFi version of Elemental Nights.
This is a free-to-play game. Our original game was a free-to-play game as well. So traditional gamers who don't understand blockchain don't have to understand MetaMask. They don't understand how to connect their wallet. They can just come in, play, and when they start earning these coins and they want to access the crypto exchange, then they can learn. Then they can learn how to use the wallet. That's how we structured our game, because we have this massive gamers that we already have. So that's why we were expecting a lot of traditional gamers to come in.
And that's what convinced me on why this would be a great success is you had Fujimoto-san from traditional gaming, you Web3 guy, really combining your intellect and understanding of this space to evolve together hand in hand, which is fantastic. And one thing I'd love to ask you, Maxi, is a lot of the Japanese projects, for example, Line, which launched the LN token, tend to perform very well regardless of the awareness in the West. And it's really interesting how the Japanese market has its own behavior, almost like a different planet sometimes, right?
Yeah, I know.
And you guys did over 100x regardless of the poor market conditions. What's going on? Like, do you see different dynamics on that part of the world?
Yes, we ourselves are also very surprised that MV is doing so beyond our exception. Yeah, it's really stable and good now. So I think that's from the power of our great, strong community from Japan. And of course, we did some effort for, keeping the token prices. We do have the official DApps for our users to stake the MV token to earn the in-game token run. So the staking program is running well. So far today, we have over 54 million MV tokens staked on the DApp. So we are also surprised about it. But the stakers, they just hodl it for a long time. So that's why MV, the price is nearly to a stable coin, very keeping stable now. So that's why they're doing good. But also because we have the community except Japan, we do have users in Taiwan, including the Southeast countries, including Philippines, Indonesia, so many users. Hi.
How are you doing?
I should promote Gensokishi.
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to say is that it's all from the community. And also we want to promote it in the European, of course, in the US market too. So we are still on the way, yeah.
So you mentioned the tokens, right? There are different games with different tokenomics and utilities. Some games, like for example, Gala only uses 1 token. Some games like Gensokishi or Axie Infinity use 2 tokens. And actually some games are using 3 tokens.
Yes.
What is the rationale? Why did you choose to have 2 tokens? What were the benefits that you saw?
Okay, of course, our benchmark, there are some GameFi from last year. There's so many. Just like for Masterpiece, two token ecosystem, the best one is the Axie Infinity. Of course, we do reference Axie Infinity, but we are doing a different way using the 2 tokens. MV is our governance token, but it's more difficult if you have more and more tokens. So we think that 2 tokens is enough for us to make a Gensokishi Metaverse. So MV is the governance token. They actually does everything. They control everything. You can vote and you can create your own object. So it has the superpower, just like you got a VIP license. It's what MV gives to you, what you can do. But the wrong token is more simpler. It's just the token that you deal with anything in the metaverse. You buy the items, and when you build the monsters and you get some reward, that will be all in the wrong token. So it's very simple and easy in the trading in this game, in the metaverse. But MV is more complicated to control all the Gensokishi metaverse, and even in the future. So MV is a taker of metaverse. So in the wording, we don't want only to use it on the Gensokishi projects. We think and we want to make more other projects that using also MV2 in the future. So that would be a concept of these two tokens. Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's very clear. It's almost like shares with MV token, but money you spend in regular life with the RON token, right? And it's very clear what you said. So governance, staking rewards, but also creating your in-game assets, right? And then the other token is just exchanging on the marketplace. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
Fantastic. Very simple, very easy to understand.
Simple.
Which is good, right?
We want to just simple is better.
Simple.
So it's the best. Yeah.
Wakariyasu, right?
Wakariyasu. Yeah, that's Japanese in how to say it? Easy to understand.
Easy to understand,
Easy to
right?
understand.
It's there's too much complexity out there, so simplified is great. And so how would you like to see Gensokishi in 3, 6, 9 months, 1 year from now? What are the developments? What is the roadmap looking like? What are you the most excited about?
Well, the official release in August, I think the end of August, and the following by the official release, the land auction, I mean the map. You can own the map, you can own the real estate in the Genso metaverse. It will be coming in September, I think. That will be a very big one, just like, that people love buying lands on Sandbox. Also, we do have our land on Gensokishi, so that would be a very big one. And with also with some NFT auctions coming. Second and the third one will be in summer and the end of this year. And what surprised, and also myself surprised and looking forward, is that we have collaborated with a world-class masterpiece, super famous artist, which is from Final Fantasy that we...
It's a dream come true.
Yeah. The Yoshitaka Amano sensei, we call it in Japanese. And he's the main artist designer for Final Fantasy for the past 30, 40 years. And this time we got a chance to collaborate with Amano sensei. He is standing for Gensokishi now, and he is already pending designing some characters and some equipment, cosplay NFTs for Gensokishi project, and look forward for the NFT. It's just like Final Fantasy that NFT is coming out this year.
That sounds very exciting. And what about the longer vision? I know you're a great father. You have a very close relationship with your daughter. What would make you happy? Obviously she's seeing you going in more and more events. She must be proud of her father, but what would make you happy in the longer run?
So the long-term target, maybe in 3 or 5 years, we want to make the world owned by everybody which they are interested in Gensokishi projects. So the community, the people living in the Gensokishi metaverse, they can decide, they can vote for how and where and how to the next step for the metaverse world. Of course, including my daughter and even your daughter, they can get in the world and they can using the UGC, user generated content, to make anything in the Gensokishi world. So, of course, we are a 3D MMORPG, but not only to this, we can have more service just like I said, a fintech service, bank service, even some education contents, they can build it inside. So we can have a kindergarten there, we can have elementary school in there. So the possibility is with infinity. So that's why we are building with the metaverse concept.
That sounds like a great vision for humanity and how to evolve and give back to society, connect everyone through this multiverse world that you mentioned. Thank you so much, brother, for coming on the show. It was amazing having you, and we're going to have fun tonight at the meetup.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to tune in every single Wednesday, premiering at a PC near you, 8 o'clock BST. See you again next week, guys.
What's the sentiment of it? What about the engagement? Is there a lot of engagement on posts that are about Ethereum?